This video will show you how to filter numerical data in a dashboard. The easiest way to filter numerical data is by using a selection component such as a range slider or a selection list. To add a range slider, simply find the numerical field that you want to filter from the dataset in the component panel and drag the field into an empty region of the dashboard. This provides a range slider that allows you to filter the specified field. The filter that you specify affects both the chart and the table in this dashboard because both the chart and the table are based on the same dataset. To format the values shown on the range slider, you can use one of the format buttons in the toolbar at the top. To specify the properties of the range slider, right-click on the range slider and select Properties. Then select the Advanced tab, where you can specify the minimum range, the maximum range, and additional properties. You can also use a selection list to filter numerical values. To do this, first add a blank selection list into the dashboard, and then drag the numerical field that you want to filter into the blank selection list. This will allow you to select discrete values for that field. Again, to format the values shown in the selection element, you can use the toolbar at the top. By default, selected values in a selection list always move to the top of the selection list. In a case where you do not want the values to change their order, you can open the Properties dialog box and specify a fixed order such as ascending or descending. If you do not want to add individual selection components into the dashboard to filter numerical fields, you can instead rely on the ad hoc filtering feature. To do this, add a selection container into the dashboard. This then allows a user to right-click on the field that they want to filter and select the filter option. This produces an ad hoc range slider for numerical fields that the user can use to filter the field in question. Click away and the selection container will display the range. To clear all of the ad hoc filters, select the Clear All Selections button in the selection container. Other methods for filtering numerical fields include setting conditions at the dashboard level and setting conditions at the data worksheet level. These approaches are the same as those we showed in the video for filtering date ranges. We'll review those here again. To specify a more advanced filtering condition to filter the data displayed in a particular component, right-click on the component and select Condition. The Condition dialog box allows you to create conditions that can be quite complex. Enter the desired condition. For example, date is in range of last quarter last year, and company is one of some set of companies that you specify. Press Insert to add an additional clause, and press OK to save the condition. The condition that you specify filters the data on the chart. In cases when you want to create a filter that will filter all components that are based on a particular data set, you can place the filter at the data worksheet level. To do this, you'll need to open the data worksheet that's being used by the dashboard. The easiest way to do this is to click in an empty space on the dashboard, and then click the data worksheet link at the bottom of the page. This opens the data worksheet for editing. To place a filtering condition on the dataset itself, press the Define Condition button in the title bar of the dataset. To specify a simple condition, simply press the More button, and then enter the condition at the bottom. To enter a more sophisticated condition, such as a condition with multiple clauses or a condition that operates on post-aggregate data, select the Advanced Conditions option at the top. In this case, to create a more advanced pre-aggregate condition, we'll press the Edit button and then modify the condition as we did previously in the dashboard. Note that here you can also specify post-aggregate and ranking conditions. Please watch the videos on filtering aggregate data and top-N filtering for more information. The condition that we specified is now filtering this dataset, which means that all components in all dashboards that use this dataset will have the filter in place. Press the Save button in the toolbar to save the modified dataset.